freak out. Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back for our Frank Friday pick of the week, courtesy of our patron, Peter K. We're doing 3 tracks, the first 3 actually, from Zappa's debut album, 1968, I think. The album was Freak Out, with the Mothers of Invention, technically. I believe it was 68. We're doing the first 3 tracks. I don't think they were singles, but Hungry Freaks Daddy, I Ain't Got No Heart, and Who Are the Brain Who Are the Brain Police? God, he makes it so hard to say sometimes. It's one of the top 500 albums of all time. Super influential. We've done a couple tracks from it. We've done Trouble Every Day. I remember that one got demonetized. I'll never forget that one. We've done a couple, and it's such an interesting album. He's got so many different shades throughout his catalog of Zappa, you know, and it's very interesting to hear them all. So thank you, Peter, for bringing a plethora of amazing Zappa stuff. So if you want to subscribe to help brother out, click that icon right below my face. Zappa playlist right up there. If you could leave a like, a comment, any engagement at all, it really helps. Got 2 copyright strikes right now, so I'm teetering the line right now, so it's seriously, the support really helps. All right, Hungry Freaks Daddy, Frank Zappa. No, the Mothers of Invention, I should say. 3, 2, 1, go.
Mr. America, walk on by your schools that do not teach. Mr. America, walk on by the minds that won't be reached. Mr. America, try to hide the emptiness that's you inside. But once you find that the way you lied and all the corny tricks you tried will not forestall the rising tide of hungry freaks, Daddy. They won't go for no more great Midwestern hardware store philosophy that turns away from those who aren't afraid to say what's on their minds. The left behinds of the great society.
Wow, yeah. Sounds like Hendrix a little bit. Right.
Hungry freaks, Daddy.
The constant tambourine's awesome. Damn, bro. That is sick, bro. Seriously.
Mr. America, walk on by your supermarket dream. Mr. America, walk on by the liquor store supreme.
Even more.
Mr. America, try to hide the product of your savage pride, the useful minds that it denied. The day you shrugged and stepped aside, you saw their clothes and then you cried. Those hungry freaks, Daddy. Hardware store philosophy that turns away from those who aren't afraid to say what's on their minds. The left behind of the great society.
Oh. I was trying to see who the other singer was. Jimi, Carl Black, Ray Collins. Could have been them. Or they could have been double-tracked Zappa. I don't know. I I ain't got no heart.
I ain't got no heart to give away. I sit and laugh at fools in love. There ain't no such thing as love. No angel singing up above today. Only mine. I say to you, you must be blind. What makes you think that you're so fine that I would throw away the groovy life I lead? 'Cause maybe what you got, yeah, it sure ain't what I need. Quite the thing for me. Why is it so hard to see my way? Why should I be stuck with
I love the little big band flourishes.
What I want to do. Why should an embrace or two make me such a part of you? I ain't got no heart to give it.
Yes! Oh my god. That was genius, bro. That was utter genius. Why didn't he keep going? Oh my god. That was so good. Who are the brain police? But seriously though. Who are they?
Will you do if we let you go home? And the plastic's all melted, and so is the chrome. Who are the brain police? Plastics all melted and the chrome is too soft.
That's awesome. It's like the last song. Just take off. that bass.
That melted at the chromium tube.
Man, I should have had more ready to go.
The brain police.
Evil Kazoo. Terrifying. Well, you heard it too. Don't look at me. What the fuck? That was a crazy... Honestly, both of those, the last two, those were nuts. The first one really reminded me of like a Hendrix track, I'm not gonna lie, but with Frank's kind of, you know, spin on it, you know? I don't know if that was Jimi Carl Black or whoever that was singing with him, because at first I thought that was Frank singing. It might have been, for all I know, but then I heard his very low like baritone voice underneath of it, so he could have been like double tracked, I don't know. But whoever was singing with him had a really nice voice. But that guitar in that song, oh my god, man, that was such a great track for guitar. I mean, seriously, it sounded, if that's from 1968, you know, that's around the time of Hendrix being like huge, you know. It wouldn't surprise me if, you know, he was going for like a little bit of a Hendrix flair in there, because Frank doesn't usually sound like Hendrix. Like when I hear him, you know, do his thing, like he maybe sometimes, but even down to like the tuning of that, like it sounded exactly like a Hendrix track. But in, you know, Frank fashion, it's definitely strange, and I love it. So Frank Zappa on guitar. He was the conductor and vocals. Jimi Carl Black on percussion, drums, and vocals. Ray Collins on vocals, harmonica, cymbals, sound effects, tambourine, finger cymbals, bobby pin, and tweezers. Roy Estrada, bass, and boy soprano. Elliot Ingbar, alternate lead and rhythm guitar. And then there's a bunch of other people here. The Mothers Auxiliary. I'm not going to name them all because there's like 20 people. I'm trying to see if there's any names that we've seen before. Paul Butterfield, yeah, I remember him. Nobody else really. Maybe Gene Estes, that's about it. Carol Kay too. Of course, Carol Kay. She was on 12-string guitar for some track. So that was basically the first three tracks inside one. And I'd say I liked the second one from the crazy like freak out, literally that's what it's really what it was, you know, in the middle of the song, just out of nowhere. It's like a jump scare, literally an audio jump scare, and we've had a couple of those on the channel and they get me every time. And that first one got me, but then the second one, when they did it again in the third track, that didn't get me that one. But that was funny. That first one, it's like, what the hell, dude? I see why it's called freak out, you know what I mean? And Frank's vocals, he's such a heralded guitarist and songwriter and everything, orchestra conductor. He can do anything, you know. But he's got a really good voice too. Like he really does. Like he was a very talented man, just overall, very strange cat, you know. But so am I. I'm a strange cat, so it all works out. Strange cats are the best cats, and he's I don't know, man. He's got so many talents, and he put them to use in so many interesting ways. It's not even just like he went and made a bunch of money off of his talent, you know? I mean, he was definitely comfortable, but he didn't like go out, I don't know, because with how talented he was, he could have sold out to the highest bidder and made tons of money, you know? And he probably still made a good living, but, you know, he always seemed like he never, you know, censored himself. He never, you know, anything. Like, he just said what he wanted to say. I think that's how we all should live in a way, because, you know, obviously there's consequences to what you say, especially nowadays, you know. It's just the climate, I guess, of what we live in. But like, because this video is probably gonna get demonetized just because they do that to a lot of Zappa stuff for some reason. I don't know if he's like on some list or something like that on YouTube, that he's just like a no-fly zone for sometimes the monetization, but sometimes it's fine too. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I just love how he approaches things. I love his thinking about things, because he was calling some stuff out in these three tracks we just listened to in 1968. I guess he's probably right that in 67 and before that, you know. Stuff about plastic in the third song. There's some stuff in the first track as well that it's just like, he sounded prophetic, to be honest. I don't know if that's just like the tides of man, and everything happens in a cycle or something like that. And you can just kind of see the parallels in any time period, especially with an artist as talented as Frank, and how good he is at communicating his very intense and complicated thoughts, and then sometimes his not so complicated thoughts, the silly ones. I think those are the best. But he's a very intelligent man, and he infuses a lot of wisdom within the humor, because you kind of have to, because music and humor do not go together very well. But Frank, he knew how to do it. It's very hard, you can pull it off, but it's very, very hard. And he, without it sounding cheesy or something like that, and Frank, it always has a bite to it. It always has a message in a way, even if the message is just fuck you, sometimes that's what the message is, and that's fine, but he always has a lot of wisdom, and I always try to, I don't know, pick up on whatever he's putting down, especially that first track, man. It's scathing at points, what I'm saying? And it's the political system and what we've got nowadays, and he was predicting stuff of just I don't know, it's crazy. Like, if you go back and listen to that track, there's some things that he said that's just like, how did he know? You know what I mean? Talking about, I guess it was like, was it the Wall Street one? There was one that's just like, wow, dude. And if this is 1968 when this came out. This isn't like 74. This isn't 1970. This isn't 1971 or any of those years. And this is like written in 67, came out in 68. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is wild. This is like way, way out there. This is like avant-garde stuff, Even instrumentally, like some of it sounds similar to like some contemporaries, but then they do the freak out. You know what I mean? They just kind of do their own thing and just goes wild. I doubt there was anybody at that time who sounded like what those parts were. You know what I'm saying? Like these three songs. Like, what a talented group of artists right here. Of course, led by Frank. He's just a genius. And like that commenter so nicely put it so long ago. Why are you kissing his ass so much? He's Frank Zappa. What else am I supposed to do? Like, come on, you heard it too, man. Like, Jesus. After a year of these Frank Friday videos, I've just gone deeper and deeper and deeper into the Frank rabbit hole, and it's kind of wild how much music he's made, guys. Like, and I know not all of you watch every single one of these weekly episodes. Some of you do, some of you don't, I've listened to a lot of different albums, and I'm not even like a quarter of the way done. No, I'm not even close. That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy. He was prolific. The word literally should have his picture in the dictionary, like right there. You know what I mean? But if I had to pick out of those three, I would go with the first track. But I did like the second half of the second one, and I loved all the third one. Both freakouts in the second and the third track were awesome. And maybe we should continue on with this album. It's up to Peter. I don't know. But I thought that was excellent. Seriously, that might have been, honestly, some of my favorite Zappa stuff we've done in a while. Because I've noticed that, like, I don't know, it's not that I don't like the big band orchestra stuff. It's like, I do enjoy it. It's just something I don't like, I don't know, there's not much room for interpretation and inspiration to talk about stuff compared to like these like kind of politically charged or sociological charged kind of videos that Frank, with the songs and stuff. And I don't know, I can talk instrumentally, of course, like about that stuff, but I like talking about the broader scale of things, maybe the macro effect of what this music did, because it's crazy how like how it sounded when it came out, probably for you guys, and then how it sounds today, and how much progress has happened in between, but also digression, you know what I mean, at the same time, if that even is a word. If it's not, I just made it a word, officially a knighted word. But I don't know, man. If you guys have any of the recommendations by Frank, should we continue with this album? Should we try something else? Let me know down below. And if that was your first time hearing it, let me know what you thought, because I thought that was excellent. I mean, come on, man. How could you not love that? That was so good. And like I said, he probably wrote that in 67, and that's like revolutionary stuff. Just wild, out there shit. I love it. See you later. So, just wanted to show a little gratitude. I don't usually do this, like with saying names and everything, but I just wanted to say this. I wanted to say thank you to our 4 Omega patrons, Cora, Shirley, Joel M, and Joel S. You guys rock. Thank you so much. And then our Alpha patrons, I'm going to try and get this right. Dan, Larry, Barry. Oh, no, I'm going to have to cheat. No, Robert. See, now, Lee has to cheat. I tried to. Jim, Thomas, Kaquina, Gail, Barry, Robert, Shirley, Larry, Dan, and Frank. Yep, those are the alphas. You guys rock. Seriously, I don't know what I would do without y'all. Like I keep saying, this is a very stressful job, and you guys make it a lot easier. You rock, and thank you for all the tunes, seriously. And have a great day.